I think our frog house has shaped up really nicely. I did realize I didn't put the 3D facades on the back though. So I think I'm gonna just change these so that the back has got the 3D facade and it's not just the Australia wood. And also, it might be a good idea just to rotate them to add some variation. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. So maybe this middle one, we'll rotate. So I'm just gonna move them and then click Z to spin it round. And this one could even just be the opposite there. And then maybe we move this one, something like that. And it makes the whole thing look very different. We are gonna need to change where the windows are though. So they're gonna want window 2, 3D facade. And then we're gonna want the back ones on all of these, which I'm never gonna be able to guess because we've spun them round. So 3D facade there, and then probably, where is it? Let's put the 3D facade on. Yeah, window 4, okay. So they are all on. I think that looks so much better. Now it's been spun round as well. It looks much more natural. So I think I'm going to do that to all of the exhibits we have here. And then I also need to put donation bins in. Otherwise, we're not going to earn any money from these areas. So let's put a couple of donation bins in here. And, oh, there's one there as well. Let's customize these up now. Okay, I think that's probably good. We've added in a few bits. We've moved all these around. We added donation bins and normal bins, which I'd forgotten. Oh, I do want to connect this up as well here, because there's an open window here, and I think it would be nice to give guests access to this. And I think it might make sense just to connect it up here, rather than have another connection out here. Although we could have one here next to the water butts. No, I think it makes sense just to connect it up in front of the building here. We delete this path, we can hopefully attach it in. There we go. I think that's good. And then guests have an easy route to see them here too. And we can put some more education and donation bins in. And I think we should also add in one of these awnings just to kind of tie it in the same as everywhere else. Seeing as it's on the outside. I know it doesn't need it because we've got a roof above it, but I just think it looks nice decoration-wise. It looks quite cute. And that is pretty cool, I think. You can see them from this side too. There's actually one there because they're in this one, which is better. Oh no, the lemons frog are in both, aren't they? It's the golden ones that are in... Yeah. They're the ones that are in one of them. Nice. So everyone is in and settled. I think that's a bit of a success. Let's see how our actual zoo is doing overall. So, although it's horribly raining, our money, how are we looking now? Income is definitely higher than our outgoings now. So this is where we could consider paying off some of the loan or increasing our repayments. But I don't think we will just yet. I want to keep making more money, and then we'll go from there. So the more animals we get, the more money we're going to make. And right now, this area could do with a bit of a makeover, I think. So the first thing I want to do is upgrade our shops to look okay, because this looks pretty ugly. So let's do that, and let's give it a sustainable water network as well, so it can tie into the water butts as well. And for that, I want to be using sustainable materials, probably wood again, wood and organics, and kind of making something that ties in with this area. It probably should be Australia wood to tie in nicely. And then a good wooden roof as well. So these buildings kind of look together. I think it's good to have some cohesion in this area. And then they can collect all this water that's stopping now because the rain's stopping, and funnel it into the water butts. For this building, I wanted it to be larger than the actual shop shelves because I like to think that they've got a little seating area back there and a little hallway, like an area to go between the different shops. So it's a bit more realistic, and then I put a separate door in for them as well, which is why the building is larger than it needs to be. And also, the larger the building is, the more water we can collect from the roof network when we set that up. And then for decorations, I wanted to tie it into the frog house as much as we could. So seeing as we have South American and African frogs, I've gone for a mix of South American and African scenery pieces. And then all that's left to do is add some windows and the guttering. Okay, that is a lot of construction we've done. I like this. I think I might add some awnings to it still because I think they're quite cute sometimes. So let's add a few awnings in. But generally, I'm quite happy with this. The gutter is somewhat functional, I would say. So we can either cover this up. That might be better to put this here. It's not completely covered. You can still see through it. But it's a bit more of a one-piece solution then. That still keeps our guests dry while they're there, because they're definitely not covered by the roof there. So we've got that one, and then the North American. There is a nice one here. I wanted to have both of them like represented because they're right next to the frog house. You know, it's South Africa and it's South America, sorry, and Africa. I can't remember where in Africa, but it's Africa as well, because I know we've got the Africa and the North Africa pieces. We're gonna say North Africa right now. But I think this will work nicely. And there we go. We've got a few awnings for them as well. I think that looks nice. And we could probably do with hiring another vendor now we're here. Where are our vendors? Are they all on a break? Or is that one there? No, I think it's just guests. I'm assuming, oh, there's one here. And they're going back to work, okay. So what we should probably do is give our guests some perks. We completely forgot to do this. I think staff healthcare is the main one, isn't it? I'd like to give them all of them, but you have to choose one. So I think staff healthcare is the best thing that we can offer, really, which reduces how tired they get, basically. But it's not bad, and also it's healthcare for them, which I think is a good thing. So let's also get another vendor or two, because they will make money for us. I'm going to get one vendor, and now we can set up our first work zone, because I don't want them working wherever now. So I'm going to say, just for the vendors, we're going to have this and the staff area there, and that is going to be our first work zone. We can just call this entrance, or frog shops, maybe. Because they're by the frog house, aren't they? Frog shops. And then all of our vendors can just work on the frog shop. Rather than working in a specific one, they'll just float between. And now we've got 5 of them to do 4 shops. I'm also going to train up all of the vendors, because the more trained they are, the longer they'll last in their job without getting tired. And that is important to us. And I also think we should train up our keeper. Oh yeah, we need to anyway. But ethically, I feel like that's an important one to be training up. And we've got even more water management going on here. We're conserving so much water. Look, we've got 12 water butts. That's a load of water. That's so much. And I like that our staff will come through here and enter their shops. And then there's a little door in the back, I assume, of each of these. Now, I also noticed that I ended up using the dry buffalo grass over here. I don't know why I did that. I wanted to use the normal buffalo grass. So that was a bit of a mistake, because it looks a bit odd. So I think what I'll do is go through and just replace the dry grass with the normal grass. And I think that's going to look much better. It is going to cost us, though, because annoyingly, removing the vegetation does cost money. But I'm just going to say what we're doing here is we're just watering it and adding some fertilizer or something and making the grass healthier. And then you also said that saltwort is a coastal plant, which I had not realized. So probably not the best one to have in our kind of woodland area. So I think I might replace these with another option that is actually appropriate here. Okay, I believe that is all of the bushes there. And I think it looks much better. Oh, I've missed one here. There's a couple here. But we've pretty much done it now. It's just nice to go back every so often. You know, if I've made an error where it's like, yeah, this is a coastal plant, that doesn't really make much sense. I'd rather pick it up and then make it make sense as something a bit more appropriate than just leave it. So I'm glad that we've got this in here and we've made this change. And this area looks much better to me. I still don't like that the grass doesn't render in, but when it does, it looks much better. Look at that. And the arrow wood isn't invasive, I don't believe. So it should be a good shout here. And grows is on the edge of forests, which, and woodlands, which is kind of what this is. So the edge of a woodland, perfect place to grow that. I think we should check in on our bush dogs as well and see how they're all getting on. So where's our alpha male and female? Have they... Oh, look at them. They're in here. They're in the camera, the burrow camera. That's amazing. Oh, there's one leaving now. You're going to poke your head out. There they go. Who's this? This is Snoop. This is our alpha male. And where is the alpha female? She's the one I'm most interested in. Ooh, a facility having significant negative effects on guests. Oh, they're over here. Why are you over here? You're not supposed to be able to go beyond this barrier. Guest barrier curb. I'm going to raise it up or something. Does anyone know why that's not working? Because I believe they're just walking over it. I thought that these were supposed to keep them out in the same way. Perhaps the curb isn't... Oh, I think it might be working now. They're deterred. Yeah, I don't think they can leave. Okay, it just wasn't working. Well, I'm going to manually move everyone out and then put it back in. That's so funny. Stop moving in. I'm going to have to pause the game. And then we can have this go to here. No, they're going straight over it. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'll leave that there so we know it's there. And I don't know whether you guys can let me know in the comments if there's something wrong with this. But I'm also going to turn random rotation off because that's going to annoy me. And then I'm going to sink a guest barrier underground here. And the ribbons I know work. They definitely don't cross them. And they work even if they're underground. So we can see if that deters them. They have no reason to go over here, so they haven't gone in here, but that's not because it's actually working necessarily. And hopefully they don't go through here. Where did I put one? Oh, I put again, they've got no reason to go through here. I put another one down here. I think that's worth... oh, the inspector's left. Report ready for viewing. Let's have a look. Education facilities too, but they like the cleanliness. Okay, so we do need to improve our education. How's our vet research getting on? Oh, really well. They've done loads. Wow. So we've unlocked a lot for them. Food level 3 included. And we've got an education bonus and hopefully a breeding bonus. Have we got one of those or not yet? I don't think we've got that. Oh, breeding research. We're on that now. Okay. Oh, and we've got a little bit here, plus 15%. But these guys should have better food. So let's, I know it's a cost, but we've got to give them the best food quality that we can. They deserve it. They're the best, aren't they? Oh my goodness, we got a baby! How did I not see this? I completely missed this. She's in the burrow. Look at her. Oh, she's so cute. Oh, it's adorable. Our first baby's in the zoo. That's amazing. I'm really sad we didn't see her be born, but we know she's here, and that's probably her mum next to her. That's why I couldn't find the mum. She's staying in the burrow with the little bubba. Oh, adorable. I hope they do come out of the burrow as well when they're young. It would make sense if they didn't. I don't know how their behavior works with that, but I would like them to leave so we can see them a bit better a bit later. And maybe we should entice her out by upgrading their habitat. I've had a little bit of a think about the plants in here, and what I'd like to do, following your guys' suggestions in the comments, is try and make this habitat more like a specific habitat for them in the wild. So if we use plants that would only grow in the South American lowland forests, I think that will be much more natural. So we can have just the plants from that like type of biome. And it's one that they'd find naturally where they would live. And we've also got the restriction that we're not in South America, so we have to use the subset of those plants that will actually be able to reasonably be grown here and survive. Even with a little bit of extra care and maybe the winter, but they need to reasonably be able to survive here. So we can't have like coconut palms because they would not survive our winters here. So of the plants in the game that would be found in the bush dog's natural habitat, and by natural habitat, in this case, I mean the lowland woodlands of South America, these are the subset that are actually able to be grown in temperate North America within reason. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out all the other trees and plants, and then I'm going to replace them with ones from that region so that we're kind of creating as close to an accurate habitat as we can for these guys. Okay, so that's removed quite a lot, and that's not ideal for them. And I think I'm going to get rid of these big logs, because these, I don't know what species of tree these are, but I'm assuming not one that they would enjoy. And unfortunately, these guys are now not going to have an environment that they're happy with. So we need to add in the plants that do work in the habitat. And so far, we've only got like tree ferns, elephant ear, common reeds, coastal mangroves, and water hyacinth. Not very much. Let's give these guys some trees and some other plants that they'll like. Okay, that is so many more plants we've just put in here. And I think the area looks way better now. We've attracted animal protesters. Oh no, because of these guys. Their social group. What's wrong with their social group? Oh, they probably had babies. Right, I'm going to pause. We didn't set this up at all. So what we're going to do is go on management. I think we'll have... did we have 4 males and 3 females? The other way around, I can't remember. But I think it was 3 and 4. I believe there were more males. So I'm going to say we're going to... I suppose if we're breeding them now, though, let's put it so we've always got 3 males. And we'll sell them for 2 other zoos for cash. Priority is going to be appeal. Lowest first. Probably. I believe that means that they'll sell the lowest appeal ones. And then population limit is going to be 4 for the females. We're going to do by appeal and lowest first. Please let me know, though, because I'm not sure which ones it's going to get rid of. In fact, I see what I'm going to do. Instead of, I'm going to store in the trade center instead of selling for cash, and then we'll find out which ones it gets rid of. So any ones that don't meet this list are going to go into the trade center. So if we click manage population and play, it will automatically sort them out. So yeah, they're automatically getting moved. There should be 4 females and 3 males. And then we can look in our trading here and see what their appeal is like. So it looks like 1181 is the best one we have in here. Let's look at our males inside the habitat and see if any of them are worse than that. So his appeal is 1149. I think that means that they're sorting by 1125 and 1125. Yeah, I think that means that they're getting rid of the better ones. Because it's 1125, 1149, 1181, 1125. Oh, it's not got rid of all of them though. I don't know what the criteria are for this. Because we're sorting by appeal. Surely it's the number that we're going by. So how have we got both higher and lower numbers in here? 1149 is on par with this one, but that's in the middle. So there's one higher and one lower than that in here. I don't think that's helped us out. Let's see if the females make a bit more sense. So the female is a 1149. 1149. Okay, so she's the same. 1125 is worse. I think we should have it the wrong way around. We have 1125 and then the last one is 1125. Yeah, I think what we want to do is we want to sort them by highest. Please let me know if this is wrong though, and we'll change it round. So we're going to go highest first. I assume that means that they'll keep the highest. That makes sense though. And then all we need to do is add all of them in there, and it should move them out, I believe. Yeah, and now they're moving them back in. These look like lower numbers. Although the 1181 came back. That's so strange. How am I doing? How is this set up? Right, hold on. Appeal. Highest first. Yeah, I don't know if this is working. Whether it's me. We're not able to release them into the wild as well. That's why we're not doing it. We're only able to sell them to a fellow zoo. So I tell you what, let's put it back to appeal. See if it gives us our golden ones again. And if not, we'll assume that means that they're the best ones. Yeah, it's giving us our gold ones back. So I think we had it right before. I think it's supposed to be sort by appeal lowest first, as in the lowest appeal ones will leave first. That's what I'm going with. Please let me know if I'm wrong, but I think that makes sense. So let's put everyone back in here, and then they'll boot them all out again, and we can sell these ones. Quick trade them to another zoo. 600, not bad. We can do the same here. We're going to sort, so we want maximum 1 and 1, don't we? Appeal lowest first. And 1 female, appeal lowest first. They've been breeding like mad. Okay, I think that is all of them done. Cool. So they should be sorted out. We're low on cash, but it's okay. I think we're making plenty. And if we can always sell the frogs if we're really low on cash. But I don't think we have a big problem. We just made loads of purchases in plants. So our ongoing expenses now are 4,300 plus another 200. I'm going to call that like 4,500-ish that we're ongoing. And then our income is almost 10. So we're making loads more than we're losing. It's just that we keep purchasing massive amounts of construction costs. So our cash flow is negative because we just spent so much money, but actually our profit is there. That's fine. And look how nice this is on a nice day. Let's see if we can find our baby in here. Where is she? Is she still... Oh no, she's out. She's out. There we go. Out in the world, living her best life. Oh, what a little cutie. Well, I think we should rename her. So we're going to rename this little one Poppin, which is a very cute little name for a very cute little bush dog. Oh, look at them. Hopefully they like what we've done with the place. We have vastly changed how this area looks. Do you have everything you need with your new group size as well? As far as enrichment, no, they don't. They want more toys. We can definitely give them more toys. Let's filter by the bush dog, and then it will only give us the ones that are relevant to them. If I can click on bush dog, there we go. And then what should we? Oh, should we give them a curio ball? They've not got this yet. Let's put them. Yeah, let's put a little curio ball in over here. And now they're at 100%. We do need to keep an eye on it, and I want to rotate their toys through as well. When we have time. Look at that. They'll love that. They're very sweet. They're just on their own. Where are your parents? They've left you. Are you scared? Why are you on your own? Oh, everyone's inside. Look. Literally yawning. Oh, there we go. Just woken up. Oh, where's the baby gone? Love that parenting style. That is incredibly laid back. I'm not sure they're super safe, but it's fine. They're safe in here with us. We've made them a nice area. Nutrition. Oh, the cleanliness of their last drink was 99%. What is going on here? Ah, that's what's going on here. That's an urgent mechanic situation. In that case, let's have you come every 9 months to look at this. And same with the solar panels. You could probably do with a bit more regular maintenance. I'm going to put it on 9 months as well. I'm wondering whether our mechanic is just overworked, generally. But they've not got that much to do. No, they've got an efficient work zone. So I think, efficient workload, I think they're fine. Everyone is now efficient, which is good. Even our keeper, which is the main thing. It's just our vendors. And I'm going to train them up again because the more training they have, the quicker they can get back to work and the more money we make, basically. Yeah, there's always someone that's not here. So it's good to have them trained up as much as possible. Plus, you know, we're giving back to our staff with some training. We're actually upskilling them for their next job. If they want to move on from the zoo, we've given them some good retail experience and some actual training, which is good. And look at our zoo. Isn't it beautiful, this game? I think it's so nice. I think that's enough for this video. In the next video, we're going to expand the zoo again with a new animal, and I cannot wait. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like. It really helps the channel out, and I'll see you in the next one.